thing we're getting to that by, guys, is you guys are welcome because the state of economy is pretty crazy right now, and I think everyone is gambling, and Pokemon cards is part of that gambling.
No, so I read a New York Times article recently. Do you read New York Times or no?
I'm more like I like to watch like more video news, so I like to I like to hear them talk.
Video news is great, but New York Times is saying that the economy right now is being propped up by these monopolistic corporations like your Amazons, Target, Walmart, Ralph's, or Kroger if you're on the East Coast. And what's happening is they're inflating their prices so much that the 1% at the very top is like, all right, cool. Like, you know, a gallon of milk is $8. That's cool with me. Like, let me pay that. And then they're paying that. But then like the poor people, the other 99%, because there's no middle class anymore. You know that, right?
No, yeah, it's
the middle class doesn't really exist. It's like rich people and then there's poor people. And then the in-between is literally like this small now. And it's like the very small demographic.
It's dying, but there's still like a slight margin of
there's a slight margin. California got hit with it earlier than other states. And like, you know, like...
So you also think, is it state specific? Like some states,
from
the middle class...
Business,
but also, do you think some states still have a bigger middle class than like other states?
No, 100%. Right now, I think California is really... divided from the rich and the poor, and I think the middle class is kind of entered into the poor class.
Because we're located in California, so
yeah.
So you're like, thinking more about in California.
Yeah. This is from my experience being in California as a small business owner. I sell vintage clothing. This is one of our slowest years we've ever had. We just opened a new shop, and it's been great by all means. I'm super grateful to be back in business, but at the same time, we've had a noticeable drop-off from prior years in the business, and like we're not super far away from our old location. We moved a block down and a block over. So it's like 2 blocks, you know, one south or one west and then one north.
And it's quarter 4 too, right? It's like the most profitable quarter of the fiscal year. It's the end of the year right now, too. And
then the street we're on, too, you know, Garnett Street, I've looked into the numbers. It's top 3 in San Diego for foot traffic, Garnett Street, where we're at. We're right by the beach. We're not selling clothes in some farm town with, you know, Buck and Chuck. This is, you know, some Javier and Joaquin type shit. What we're doing is not normal, but at the same time, things have dropped. A lot of the people that used to be able to buy a couple $20 t-shirts or a filet mignon are now buying the carne asada or the frijoles. Yeah. And then like the $20 shirts, like maybe they got a $10 tee in them, you know, like, and we're offering 3 for $25 on the $10 rack, you know, so it should make sense on paper, but people just don't have the money right now where they're like, I'll just take the $10 tea because, you know,
and like I was saying earlier, because they'd rather spend that extra bucks on, maybe they'll buy a pack of cards and they could get one that's worth a lot. So even though it's not gambling, like instantly gambling, it's you're buying a pack of cards so you could get a card that's worth something more. So it's an easier way to gamble, but I feel like they're spending more. There's been more push in that industry. So why would they buy an extra shirt when they could buy an extra pack of cards? And
so this guy's a gambling man. There's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, I think it's all about the fucking. There's a bubble, right? Mm-hmm. This gambling thing. There's got to be a bubble. The same thing happened with vintage. I've seen it happen with certain trading cards. And I think this gambling thing is targeting individuals that don't have the same amount of money as the people that should be gambling on this. But
I think it's an addiction too.
100%.
So it is.
How much do you spend on parlays a week?
I am I do keep it. Gamble responsibly, and since I have won in the past few weeks or so. I've just been gambling with my profits, just slightly here and there. I keep going slowly up, but that's not to say you can lose a lot. And I have seen friends that they're spending 30, 40 bucks a day, and they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, no, I think gambling is. I do fantasy football. I'm in a couple leagues. I play poker with the boys. You know, it's nothing crazy. You know, like it's low stakes at the end of the day. You know, $50 buy-in. You know, like nothing crazy. But at the same time, I started doing that when I was in middle school.
Yeah.
So like I kind of learned like, you know, like this is one thing that, in my opinion, gambling is the worst addiction you can have. If you're addicted to gambling, because there's some, like at least a drug gives you like, you know, like a feeling that like you can't, like, you know, like if you gamble and you win, like sure, yeah, it feels amazing. But like a lot of drugs, at least like every time you do it, like it's like the same feeling. If you're addicted to sex, it's the same thing. But with gambling, it's a whole different dynamic. And then like you start throwing in the parlays where it used to be just like you bet on that team, I bet on that team, and then you know there's a spread.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. You know, like +3, -3, whatever. And now it's like, you know, like A, B, and C has to happen. And if that doesn't happen, you're not getting your money. But if it does happen, then X, Y, and Z has to happen.
Yeah.
And the Z is the hardest one to hit.
So
it's like it only hits like that little bit amount of time. And then like the hits, it's like, oh my God, this is the best feeling ever.
Yeah.
You know, but like, you know, like fucking.
Yeah. But back in your day, there wasn't like a player pick. You were like, oh, he has to get two more extra yards.
No. So
and then he has to get a few more.
So when I came up, we had fantasy football. We would play poker at my homies' places, and like there was buy-in. You could keep buying in, and then like if you kept losing, you keep buying in, and then losing, and then you know like all your money got taken. I also came up during the online poker era when I was in high school, and we would put like $50 like on our new credit cards and on it, and then like lose it. But then like sometimes we put $50 on our credit card in and fucking win some money, and it felt really good. But like I also knew like at the time I was like, yo, I already got problems. I have addiction issues. I might be autistic. I have ADD. I wish I was OCD sometimes. And I don't want to say I'm regarded, but at the same time, I don't know. So I realized that this was not for me. Mm-hmm. If I'm going to do anything that's addictive, I'm going to stick to heroin.
Wow.
But gambling's a big issue for a lot of young people.
That's true. Yeah, because I feel like I don't think a lot of gamblers would be willing to do like hard drugs like that.
No, it's not the same thing.
Because gambling seems like, oh, it's like everyone does it. And it's equal to everyone. Everyone could gamble. Because even with the Pokemon, it's like, oh, it's for kids. So they're like, oh, kids are...
It's even more sinister.
It's mainly for kids. And now all these adults are getting into it.
So you know about Barstool, right?
Yeah.
David Portnoy, the guy who's like, I take one bite of a pizza and I'll determine if it's good or not. And then
I like Dave. I used to always watch one bite.
Dave's a chump. If Dave wants to come on here and explain himself, I'll give him a slice of my pizza, man. And he can take one bite, and I guarantee he's going to love it.
I do. Alex Stein did try to go see Dave in the office, and they kicked him out. So, Alex Stein... I'm with you on that, Alex Stein. But I was an OG for Dave's One Bite reviews. And I did see... I enjoyed them when he wasn't as big. And now I feel like...
He sold
with
out,
the fame came his ego...
So before that, you know what happened, right?
What happened?
So it was like Steak... the betting brand Steak.
Almost every Instagram has a Steak.
They came up to him and they go, can we buy Barstool Sports? And he goes, yeah, sure. And then Because what they were getting was essentially data.
Oh.
So they were buying all the data of these like, you know, like fraternity, like college bro age millennials and like Gen Z, like older Gen Z guys that were like, I never got hooked on and I never got hooked on I never got hooked on, but I'm not happy. All of a sudden they're spending all their money betting on this new program or this new platform that is available, Stake. And you know what ended up happening?
It almost seems like this an ad.
No, I know. It's not an ad. This is not an ad. You know what happened, right?
What happened?
Dave Portnoy bought Barstool's back for $1. They didn't want his fucking stupid, like, you know, like,
Dang.
oh, like, you know, who wants to play cornhole, like, at, like, Wisconsin?
Yeah.
You know, we're at the college football game and Pittsburgh's playing Buffalo.
That's crazy.
Y'all want to play cornhole?
So
he
they
bought it back for $1, and they're like, oh, Dave's such a smart business guy, you know, like he's killing it, like with businesses and stuff, you know. No, they clearly were like, we want your data to all these like guys that haven't been addicted to something else before. We're gonna get them addicted to like doing like 6 parlays on a fucking bad day. On a good day, they're doing 12.
Or mines. The mines.
Mines? Oh, where?
Or the mines. It's like you have to choose.
Oh, dude, one. I don't play mines at all, dude.
And yeah,
that's crazy.
The Plinko, there's the Plinko.
Yeah, dude.
But that's crazy. So they basically bought it.
And then they're like, you want to buy it back for $1?
So they bought.
And you can take like a bite of a pizza, and then all of a sudden it's, you know.
They bought it and basically stole the data. Once they got what they needed, they basically gave it back to
They
him.
both mutually, like, he sold it for like millions of dollars, dude.
No,
it wasn't.
Is that what happened?
That's what I mean. Like,
so they basically got the data and then sold it back for cheap.
They're like, we don't want this, dude. Like, we have everything we need.
Yeah,
like, give me $1, and then like you're gonna look like a smart businessman that like you know
that's crazy.
You dropped out of Michigan, and then like you take bites of pizza and you know everything about business. No, he's not a businessman. You know, like he's a fraud. He's a scam, and no offense to what he's been a part of, but like, you know.
I did not know that about Barstool and Steak. That's
it's a messed up situation, but at the same time, you know, it's all on there. You know, it's on the internet. I think you could look it up.
Dang.
I don't know the website, but you know,
we'll have to check it out.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Holy butthole. With the gambling and everything, everyone's spending so much money on the gambling. A majority of people are losing, and with this holiday season, these losers, that money could be spent for gifts for their loved ones or others. And I feel like a majority of people, maybe they didn't get as much stuff or what they wanted this year because their loved ones gambled it all away, or didn't even make as much money because all the prices have gone up.
No, I think that's definitely part of it. I know for me personally, it's a down year.
Mm-hmm. Like we talked about
I've had years where I was up, and then like, you know, like I'm very bipolar with my finances and or my business, and you know, like some years it's like, you know, like, what do you want for Christmas? Because I don't care, I'll buy it for you. Then there's other years where I can't buy anyone presents except for the kids that are under the age of 18. Like, I'm not gonna go out of my way this year for a lot of my family because I'm not in a financial space to do that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, look around. You know, like, we're not exactly in a studio with neon lights and all the kits and caboodles.
Yeah, compared to some other.
Yeah, exactly. We're not Jake and Logan Paul. You know, this isn't the Impulsive podcast, but we're still here doing this out of the love of the game. I think, dude. Like, I haven't gotten $1 from this.
Yeah,
have you?
No,
I haven't made a single cent. No one's come to my shop and been like, "Oh, dude, I saw you on that podcast, the For Rent podcast, and you guys are killing it." No, it's just our friends come in here, and then like only 1 out of 5 of them buy something.
Yeah.
You know, like
that's
respect.
Pretty realistic about how it's been.
But no, I bought some Legos for the nieces and nephews.
Nice.
And then
and even those have gone up in price.
You know what the new thing is, right?
What?
Like, say you have a kid that's like 10.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they do instead of giving them a cell phone?
What?
They buy them a landline.
What?
Like, you know, like
for the house?
old school. Yeah, that's their only form of communication they have.
So it's gone back to the old days? Because I know everyone.
Did you want to
everyone
imagine all the damage that an iPhone can do to like a 10-year-old with like, you know,
especially
like,
nowadays.
even if you put filters on there, it's like, dude.
Well,
like,
even nowadays,
you make a Reddit account. It's like so easy to get into the like the deep end or like the dark corners. But just the internet in general is not a good place for kids at all. And
but everyone was cutting their landline recently. That was the big news.
Well, they're bringing them back for the kids to keep them healthy.
That is smart.
I would, if I had a 10-year-old kid, I would much rather him or her, they or them, be able to just make a phone call to talk to their friends. I don't want them having internet access on it, access to all the apps,
that's
text
a good
messaging,
idea.
all this stuff. Where it's like you want to talk to him, you got to call him.
Yeah, that's like that.
And
would
it better
be
not
good.
be too late, because you know, like, I don't know where they set their phone up. It might be in the parents' room, it might be in the kids' room, it might be in the den, and they're watching Lord of the Rings.
Are we bringing back landlines? That's a good idea.
No, I think it's a great idea. Let's go back to what we did.
When I was a kid, I didn't get a phone. I got an iPod Touch. Because it had no service, and you could only use it with Wi-Fi. So I'd have all my games on there.
Yeah.
And then I had Snapchat to message. But now I feel, even now, I wouldn't want my kid to have an iPod Touch, because everything has gone way crazier on every app. And
do you want your kid to see Charlie Kirk when it happened? No.
No.
Do you want your kid to see the Gaza situation right now? I don't.
Yeah, what happened?
Let alone Ukraine and Russia.
Because I did, and when I did get a phone, I got the slide one with the keyboard, the slide out keyboard, and that was my favorite. But even to, I say, 2 to 3 years ago, I've had that phone, and they discontinued the service.
Does it still turn on though?
Yeah, but I can't. They won't let me use it because
not in America.
It's too old.
I know, but if you went to Russia with that, like, that shit's fucking.
But that is scary, because they don't want you to be able to take the battery out of your phone.
What are you gonna do? Make a bomb?
No, because they don't. They want to always be able to track you. Because if you
that's a whole nother situation.
No, but I'm just saying, like, if you could take your.
Hey, we don't endorse tracking, but like.
But I'm just saying that is kind of weird. Like, now you can't take the battery out of your phone. Just pop it. Because with mine, I could just pop it. So I'm just like, that is kind of weird. Like, now none of the options available, they let me take my battery out. So.
No, I get that.
That is just kind of. I just feel weird, because I do feel like I kind of liked it, because I felt like I was in a spy movie. That's the reason I liked it. I was like, ooh, I'm off the grid. But now I can't even
break it in half. If like worst case, you know, push comes to shove, you just gotta break that bitch in half, and then like, you know, like you're free man, you know, like drive across the border to Mexico.
Then you go to the gas station, buy another one.
Yeah. Like, kick another one of those flip phones that I can break in half if the cops are on me. That'd be amazing, dude. Yeah, like nowadays it's like, dog, no, dude, you gotta go on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace and buy an iPhone that's like, probably already got crime on it, dude. You know, like, they're like, oh, like, we're gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone with this guy.
And the ones that are left, it's a one-time use. So
nah, bro,
you call and break, you only have 10.
It's like $30.
Yeah, that'll last you. Fuck it, like a month.
Unlimited texts and calls, $5 a month. It's through Cricket Wireless. You're like, hell yeah, bro. Yeah, dude. $5? Yeah, dude. That's like, put on my grandma's card, dog. Like, you know, she's been dead. Rest in peace, Uncle Fred. But like, yeah, it's the holiday season though.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I think like a lot of people aren't spending money on gifts for people because they don't have money for gifts. And I know my big issue this year was paying my bills. Hospital bills, the power bill, SDG&E, they have a monopoly, I guess, in the city of San Diego. And
Yeah, they do.
what should cost $50 costs $250 for me. I don't even have a working AC. I try to get an AC replacement quote. You know how much guess how much they told me it would cost?
Like $100.
$10,000. I go, bro, like, I'm just gonna buy fans. And I bought a lot of fans, and they're like, we're gonna charge you more for your power bill now. And you know, I had to get on a poor man's plan just to pay my power bill. And like, I didn't want to do this, but like, this is like the current state of the economy. And like, there's a reason people aren't buying like Christmas gifts for people.
Yeah.
And that's just one thing. Like, I got an MRI and they told me it was $9,000.
Dang. And your insurance didn't help you at all?
I have catastrophic insurance. That means unless you're fucking dying and they're like, can your insurance afford to like save you for another day? Like, we're not covering it. Dang. And so like they hit me up with some like just like some brain scans, you know, like, and now I owe money. I'm in debt to the hospitals because of this system that is in place right now. So like Christmas gifts, like, you know, it just kind of like rubs me the wrong way where I'm like, dude, like, you know, I don't want anything for Christmas.
Yeah, it's like a lose-lose.
I'm struggling right now. I don't need anything. What
did you need? For me, it's like a lose-lose because I don't necessarily need much, but also I feel bad when I can't give everything. And on Christmas Day, I'm like, oh, I wish I could have give everyone like a whole bunch of sick presents. And instead, I'm like, oh, here's the thank you card. And I feel bad.
That's life. You know, like there's a Frank Sinatra song about that. You might be down and dirty April, but you might be up in May. You know, like you don't know. Then you're back down in June. So like that's you got to take it like with a grain of salt, guys. Life is hard right now. And most people that are talking to you and telling you like how to like behave and think and like operate in life, they're not like in the same bracket of suffering that me and Jake are in. So when we tell you guys that like it's a struggle right now and everything kind of sucks, that's not like a lie that we're telling you, right? Like it is true, right? True. Like life is hard right now. And I think people should know that just because Logan Paul and Jake Paul made millions of dollars from this boxing match doesn't mean you should feel bad because like you're working your 9 to 5 or you're in school or like you can't buy like your mom like the Hermes Birkin bag she wanted. I would never buy my mom a Hermes Birkin bag. That's on my dad. You know, like that should be his fucking problem. A Birkin especially. It's on my dad. But like
it's on your dad, right?
It's on my dad. They're still happily married. You know, sorry mom, I don't have the money right now. I can barely afford to pay SDG&E, let alone pronounce my words properly.
Yeah, hopefully this podcast will get a little more popular and then at least it'll help pay the bills and at least you don't have to worry about the roof falling in because it's so hot and humid in here. But also I feel like you just gotta, even though maybe you don't get the best gift, it's a holiday, it's the holiday season and I feel like you just gotta be thankful for what you have. And that's what it's all about, being thankful for the family. And also that's why we've been slacking with the uploads. We've been busy with family the holiday season, been traveling, but we're gonna be back on the regular schedule for New Year. We just wanted to give you a short, sweet holiday season's quick episode, and we're gonna have a crazy big New Year episode coming. It's gonna be big. I hope you guys like this short episode. What do you have to say, Steven?
Hey, as usual, you know, I pulled up today, I had a pimple on my face, and then like I was like, I don't want to film. At the end of the day, I want to Marlon Brando that shit. I'm gonna film it. So I hope everyone understands that is listening to this tonight. Everyone's gonna make it.
Yeah.
We are all going to make it.
True.
But we have to come together sometimes and realize that, like, maybe A is putting us against Z and X is putting us against Y. And I don't know what the solution is, but I think if you guys keep tuning in, we might fucking figure it out together. Thank you so much. If you're ever in San Diego area, you can catch us at 4660 Cass Street, Suite A. We sell vintage clothing. We're the coolest podcast in town. If you want a free shirt, pull up and say you saw my podcast. I'll give you a free shirt without even fucking bitching. Love you guys. Peace. Till next time. Stay up.
And for the giveaway, we have one more. This is the last podcast. If we don't get any entries for the giveaway after this podcast, it is officially over. And well, you had the shot, and maybe we'll do it in the future. But thank you guys.